Alright, so I just went to see American Ultra last night, and the only reason I waited this long to talk about it is because my review for Art House took a while to do all the takes and to edit together. Plus, I was drinking between takes when I was doing the review portion in my little suit jacket, which I know explains quite a bit, but after I was done uploading and everything, I was too tired to do anything else, so here I am. Anyway, American Ultra is essentially what The Bourne Identity would have been if it was a stoner comedy. Jesse Eisenberg plays this loser pothead who one night finds out that he's a sleeper agent. He gets threatened by these two goons and he ends up killing them with a spoon and a cup of noodles, and it's hilarious. Now, I think this is the type of movie that proves you shouldn't avoid a movie or even see it just based on the cast that's in it. You should really just pay attention to the film if it's the type of movie you're interested in seeing. Of course, YouTube has been advertising this movie nonstop up to its release date, and you know, from those ads I just thought that it looked like this was going to be entertaining as all hell. And of course, Kristen Stewart is the most infamous performer in the film, and I was a tad apprehensive when I saw her in the ads, but at the same time, I thought it looked like she was going to give a pretty good performance, and as it turns out, she gives a pretty good performance. I actually really liked her character in this movie. In fact, I just saw her on The Tonight Show, I think it was just a week ago, and she seems like a really cool person in real life as well, so I have no problem with her whatsoever. We can just forget that romance bullshit thing that she did in the past and just wipe it from our minds now. And Topher Grace plays the bad guy in this movie, and once again, forget about the past. You can wipe that Spider-Man movie from your mind that he was in, because he actually does a good job in this movie as well. I did hear a couple of reviewers complaining about how two-dimensional his character was, but honestly, I hardly even noticed it. I think that for this type of movie where you're mixing an action movie with a stoner comedy, all you really need from the villain is a good asshole, and Topher Grace gives us that. And despite the fact that he was an asshole, I actually liked him in this movie as well, just because he was so much fun to watch. And, you know, Jesse Eisenberg does a pretty good job as well. I love his reactions at the beginning of this movie as he's doing all of this crazy shit. Like, right after he offs these guys, he just immediately reverts back to this pants-wetting coward. Just as Topher Grace works as the villain in a comedic aspect, so does Jesse Eisenberg as the badass sleeper agent. In the end, it's not really the type of movie that people are gonna be studying in film schools. And if you're expecting something that you can take seriously that's gonna be totally realistic, then avoid this movie. But if you're interested in seeing a stoner comedy as well as an action movie combined, then this movie might be right up your alley. It was definitely up mine. I really enjoyed it. And that's really all I've got to say about American Ultra. I hope y'all have a good one.